They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30.
Go time, baby.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, it's into the hands of Pascal. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Colts.
Here's Rivers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. To return is McKenzie. Oh, a nice spin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
Hey, all 52. Check the backer, check the backer. Switch.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get that to his running back, Zach Moss. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They run with Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the red zone now, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 2. First down marker at the 8. Play fake. Rivers. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts
At the 19-yard
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he fends him off. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
kicking off for Indianapolis.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
31's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. So after the INT, it's Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Show it up. Show it up. 31's the mic. Alert.
Throwing again. Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Yeldon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going deep for Diggs. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
For the Bills field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
To number 13.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taylor, the ball
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Trey Burton, 39 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
The kick is
And his kick is right through.
The score, Colts 21, Bills 18. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Allen eluding the pressure right. He's going to go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Operating from the gun, Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. Now this time, Allen will throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Rivers. His throw incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on third down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
McKenzie now to return it. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now on second and 13, Allen forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back near his goal line, Rivers. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines, and he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Campbell making the catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st down, Indianapolis.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Today's final.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.